Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It's Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Crotch bombs, double investigation, Diddy maybe for life, and new Instagram teen. That's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, still getting some details, but Lebanon's health ministry says maybe 4,000 people were injured, over 10 dead, 400 more in critical condition. Why? Because thousands of Hezbollah operatives had pagers that exploded at the same time. These pagers were manufactured in Taiwan. Hezbollah ordered the pagers. And somehow Israel managed to insert 1 to 2 ounces of explosive material next to the battery inside each pager before they got to Hezbollah. A switch was also embedded so that they could be triggered remotely. So at the same time, everyone who was distributed one of these pagers got a call that looked like it was coming from Hezbollah leadership, and then it exploded. There will be 2 investigations on the latest attempted murder of Donald Trump, the FBI and the state of Florida. Ron DeSantis said, in my judgment, it is not in the best interest of our state or our nation to have the same federal agencies that are seeking to prosecute Donald Trump lead this investigation. The left, of course, is still blaming Trump for these assassination attempts. And check out this from The Hill. GOP seethes after second apparent assassination attempt. Politico, Republicans outraged over possible assassination attempt. Yeah, everyone should be outraged. This P. Diddy, Sean Combs indictment is way worse than the media is making it seem. His defense lawyer wanted a $50 million bond for Sean Combs and in-home detention, and the judge said no, denied bail. Among many other crimes, he's charged with sex trafficking of underage girls. One indictment claims he had parties with girls under the age of 16. Of course, drugs, illegal guns, but also drugging men and having sex and filming it to blackmail them later. This is all Epstein style. Deranged and wicked stuff, and he is facing up to life in prison. All users of Instagram under the age of 16 will automatically be migrated into a new Instagram teen. It gives parents more control over when kids can use Instagram and who they can message. Parents, is this enough to get your trust back with Instagram? I'm Mike Slater from the podcast Politics by Faith. The great Bill O'Reilly. He has your message of the day. Next.
Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD or text GOLD to 65532. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. I'm getting a lot of mail from panicked supporters of Donald Trump saying, is he going to lose? Well, how would I know? I'm not Miss Cleo, a clairvoyant, but I can tell you that the former president is not in a bad position when you analyze the polling. He's running about 3 or 4% behind an incumbent administration that has the entire corporate media on its side. So 3 or 4 points down is in the margin of error. That means it's very tight and anyone could win. Donald Trump is a very determined man. I believe his record in the White House much stronger than President Biden's. and by extension, Vice President Harris. Now, that's my belief based upon what's good for the American worker. Real wages under Trump up more than 7%. Under Biden, real wages went down. That is a key component of this upcoming election. I've had some advice for Donald Trump: tamp down the personal stuff. Nobody cares what you think of Taylor Swift. No more Cocker Spaniels in the news. You should, Mr. President, concentrate on your record. If you do, you have a very good chance to win. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Okay, let's get down to the YouTube address. I'm going to do another commentary tomorrow on our YouTube channel. We have a special channel, free. So sign up, please. YouTube.com/Bill O'Reilly. YouTube.com/Bill O'Reilly. Let's go to the mail. Cindy Phillips, San Diego. I'm a Trump supporter. During this upcoming election, what would happen if he is assassinated? Senator Vance would take over. He would be the candidate. Mark Vaughn, Hillsborough, North Carolina. Continue to hear you discuss Donald Trump's need to change course to win the election. You're exactly right, as usual. Why do you not invite him on the No Spin News? It's not the right time. Okay? This isn't the right time to do it. I will see. I got to tread, Trump is steeped in the old media, doesn't understand the tens of millions of people that we reach here, doesn't get that yet. And he's still going on, he's talking to the choir, essentially, at this point. Sharon, concierge member. Sharon gets direct access to me. By the way, if you become a premium or concierge member on BillO'Reilly.com, you get Confronting the President's absolutely free. All right, Sharon says, if Trump would discipline himself and exert some tact, he would have held his lead. I agree. Stan Hyatt, Cincinnati. I have a friend who says he's voting for Harris, refuses to acknowledge things were better under Trump. Okay, people believe what they want to believe. You're not going to change them. You're not. You can throw every fact in the world. It won't change. Nancy Foist, Mesa, Arizona. I watch the No Spin News every evening. I enjoy your analysis and learn more than any other news network. My question about the federal debt, who do we owe the money to? As we reported earlier, but I wanted to read your letter because that prompted me, owe it to people who invest in the U.S. government. And that is it. In a moment, something you might not know. Did you know every day is a perfect day for peace of mind? With American Home Shield Warranty, you are covered for unexpected breakdowns like leaky faucets or faulty water heaters. Choose a plan that fits your budget and rest easy knowing repairs and replacements are taken care of. Simply contact American Home Shield when an issue arises, and their trusted pros will handle it according to your coverage. Don't let worries about appliances and home systems weigh you down. Celebrate the reassurance of protection. Don't worry, be warranty. For 20% off plans, visit ahs.com/Bill. For more details, see ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 174 years ago today, Congress passed the Fugitive Slave Act. The controversial law further divided the USA, which was already disintegrating over the issue of slavery. Here is the story. Under pressure from the South, Congress passed the bill on September 18, 1850. The act required runaway slaves to be returned to their owners, even if they escaped to northern states' free territory. The bill also enabled the federal government to intervene, capture, try, and eventually deliver the captives to their plantations. Well, the Fugitive Slave Act was supported by many prominent Americans, including President Millard Fillmore, Senators Henry Clay and Stephen Douglas, Secretary of State Daniel Webster. In opposition were former slave Frederick Douglass, the author of Uncle Tom's Cabin, Harriet Beecher Stowe, and abolitionist John Brown. Though the act was intended to prevent the looming Civil War, the bill only inflamed tensions. The Underground Railroad, led by former slave Harriet Tubman, ferried thousands of captives to New York, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and Montreal, where most remained free despite the law. Resistance also occasionally boiled over into riots and revolts. In 1851, a mob of anti-slavery activists rushed a Boston courthouse, forcibly liberating a slave named Shaddy Minkins from federal custody. Similar rescues were made in Wisconsin, Rhode Island, and New Jersey. Widespread opposition to the Fugitive Slave Act saw the law become virtually unenforceable. The bill was repealed by Congress at the onset of the Civil War 10 years later. And here's something else you might not know. The Slave Act was a total failure. By 1860, only 300 enslaved people had been returned to their Southern owners. At the same time, the Underground Railroad brought more than 100,000 people north to freedom. Back after this. If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.